line before I move ahead. Every part of your body pains, but your stomach is feminine. Gets upset. Six months of lying down on bed to come up with that line. You have to touch it a lot before it speaks. I walk around, I don't know, this is what I do in society, keep walking around. Something happens, I end up at the coffee shop. Because that's like inside, outside. And my tone changes at the coffee shop. I don't know what happens, I become pretentious. I'm already half English with the standards of this country. And I walk in and I'm like, can I have one cafe latte? Pencho kaise baat kar raha hai? Bahar to sutta maang raha tha. I start believing they have real food and all. Is that bruschetta? Is that, what is that? Guacamole? What the fuck? Sometimes I walk into the counter, I like to bring my old self. The one that was a child at weddings. And just walk up to the counter and be like, Bhaiya, coffee hai? बाहर तो लिखा था, smell आ रही है. Just to see the look in his eyes, who's like, sir, be on the side, we are trying to create a vibe here. I'm like, I know who you are, bro, you're not a barista. I was talking like that, almost reminding me of your past. You're two conversations away from knowing kaun se gaon se. You finish this shop, have kadak chai yourself. Show me your playlist. Tere naam hi sunta hai na. I don't say, I sit there, he brings my order, then I'm like, lassi ka to scene nahi hai na yahan pe. Gurdwara alag hota hai. Because I don't know who I am, why should he know? Are you feeling me? I sit there, I try to write. I don't even write. I just sit in front of a paper. Then a hot girl comes and I'm like, if I write well, I'll get her only. So why not try directly? People read at the coffee shop, that level of pretentiousness I aspire to. How does one achieve that? Where they are focused, they are not distracted, everything is happening around them and they are at fucking some John Green romantic novel, Mao Dynasty. I want to revolve around that person. Read inside. And act outside like you read a book inside. Don't cry. This is the uncle part of me that comes out. I've tried reading books. First of all, if you open a book doesn't start. First 10 pages, every book filled it with its own praises. You open it, they are like Arundhati Roy said. Like, तुम आपस में मुठ मार लो, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? I'm at your book. Why are you bringing her in? And why does it have to be always other authors praising authors? Why can't it be just like, Prakash said? All of a sudden I'll be curious, who is this Prakash? I want to read this book just to prove that motherfucker wrong. And you open up a book, takes their own time to get interesting. I talk to people, I lose them in a sec. I lose you every 10 seconds. Books are like, oh, there was a tree and this character on the fucking third book will get interesting. I want to slap the author. Come read the book in front of me. I'll fucking sleep in front of you. And on the other hand, you're a book. You don't need reviews. Dude, I'm low-key impressed. You wrote a book. Most people haven't written behind my father is great 4th class lesson. How can you write a whole book and still not believe in yourself? Still you're like, can you praise it? I should read the book, author should fuck with me. In the middle, it should go, Bancho liking it. Don't want Christopher to die. I'm like, man, how do you know? I wrote it, asshole. I felt it long before you felt it. I knew your future. I'll be like, man, thanks, bro, I'll continue. After I'll be like, feeling sleepy? Made it dull by my own choice. That's testing your patience. I'm like, man, you're good, man. I'll recommend it. Oh, fuck, you don't need it. That's how a fish must feel underwater all the time. No wonder it needs the swimming. Okay, for a while, just look at me. How often do you get to just look a guy wandering about? How second class people make friends. दोस्ती करेगा? Ball है क्या? I don't know what happens when you grow up and you're like, what do you do? अबे तेरे साथ ही तो करना है. No, man. This joke came because I really believe in myself as a comedian. Yes. That was an ironic clap line, but everyone was like, "Abhi to boast kar raha mother chod." Anyway, I like girls. If you become popular enough, all this shit becomes a statement. Used to be called common sense. I get in and out of the relationship. I walk in thinking this will last forever, just like a woman. But reality is above the genders. Falls down like a flyover in Kolkata. Girls are like, make more effort. I'm always like, leave the room. Let me recharge. Now, I'll explain more. I have all, like last girl I dated, she was a girl, last act. May have converted by now. She's from Bangalore, you never know what they come out with. You know? And I did not, here's the thing, like, first time I heard deep things in life, I was like, oh, I would like to say them. You know what I mean? What am I operating at? Aur kya kar raha hai? I'm like, there are all these deep things, but I still don't consider myself deep because those things are already there. I just saw them now. I didn't discover them. Maybe Ghalib did. Like, here's the, first of all, no, there's no such thing as deep. If I say anything and other guy goes, that's deep, you're shallow. I got more deep. I got to know from another guy who went in underwaters before me. But it was like that in college. Like every deep guy in college, you remember, they all needed a shallow guy. You know what I mean? Because who else is gonna go, yeah bro, yeah, sahi keh raha bhai, tu alag hai दूसरों से. And then you hang out enough and they're like, oh बहन जो तेरे पापा 11 साल में मर गए थे. तभी गहरा है. But then this is the thing, like I like to meet a little, it's tough to find a girl. I keep going in and out. I have all the specific criteria of a girl that I want. But like Taylor Swift is busy. Not only girls are delusional. Come on, good lines. I know what's happening here. Half the people are like, "Mujhe to mil gayi, bro." I like doing that. Keep meeting a new person. Whoa, and then you're like, get out of here. I can't help it. It just happens. Last one I dated, this is the problem. That's why I don't call myself deep ever. Because my shallow part hasn't gone, which is she has to be beautiful. My first look with her should be, My friend should look at her and go, and not, chala. Compatibility hogi. Last one I did not find beautiful because my laziness took over my principles. Fuck the criteria, isse baat hogi, let's walk in. When is a good time to let a girl know? In a relationship. There's no good time. All the good moments are great. Bad ones are fucked up anyway. Only option left when you're already fighting, go psycho mode. Middle of fight, go bhancha sundar bhi nahi lagti. And I know I'm psycho enough to do that. That's part of the reason she is with me. This is one of my surprises. Because it's almost a step up in relationship. If she can take that and text me the next day, Sumit, what are you up to? I'm like, oh, banjo. Walking, she took that. Here are things about your mother. I won't tell you which ones I mean. You gotta step up. I'm like, okay, I can insult you at that level. You're gonna last longer. That's how it works for a little long. Otherwise, you have to come to shows like this to enjoy. I do it in the room itself. I can be nasty in relationship, You know what I mean? Like Salman Khan says, I'm bad at it. I'm not bad. I'm very good. It can be nasty. I can hit her with words. I flip out like a woman itself. Where she's like, kya hua bhencho? You know what I mean? She'll be sitting in a room and I'll just be like, say something that I think about later. You gotta be better than my time on the bed, where I make up sentences about Jinnah's potties. And she's like, what do you mean? And then she gets it, she leaves. Oh, that's good, I'll call you tomorrow. What, you're not vibing fully? I feel like you're taking this as, मैं भी try करूँगा. Nah, bro. I got 4 balls. Won't happen. It's tough I keep looking for modern girl in India. Most girls in India are conservative, and I tell them, you're conservative, they're like, aur kya? Where is the fight? One time I met a girl and I was like, I get fooled into a relationship sometime, and she was like, she felt truly modern. She was like, I know all the references of How I Met Your Mother. I'm still at some level Shaktiman. Or Chacha Chaudhary. Like, I know all that. I make all my independent decisions. I've gone to metal concert in Amsterdam. I was just almost like, why are you talking to me? Are other guys so bad? But in the relationship I got to know, in the third fight, not the first 2 fights. First 2s are not fights. When you say stuff like, have I done anything wrong? unintentionally. If you tell me, I will change. I have to go articulate your issue and then tell you in a polite way and then realize you don't even change for your mother. And the third part I got to know. You know the real part where only cuss words are left? Arguments are gone. You've done all the circular shit and you're like, "Man," she's like, "You fucking selfish, Sumit." I'm like, here it comes again. Of course I'm selfish. Part of me comes to you to become more selfless. And she's in the mode, she's like, "You only think about yourself." It's the same as selfish. And she's like, "You pain chod." And I'm like, "You only think about you and your family." And then she was like, "You know what, Sumit? Tujhe paap chadega." I fucking laughed my ass off. I'm like, "What the fuck did you say? Paap chadega." Those words will never come out of my head. This is some 1984 Jesus Christ Vaheguru conservativeness coming in the form of paap chadega. No other girl in that metal concert in Amsterdam is ever saying this. What the fuck are you saying? पाप क्यों चढ़ेगा? कहाँ से चढ़ता है? What are you going to say next? जाको राके साइयां? Deeply conservative, man. You can't, I don't judge. I just want to find a truly, deeply modern girl. It's not there. Otherwise, we would have gotten Taylor Swift from India by now. Enough relationship fights are happening. Where are the songs? Where is the song where it's like, this song is about the revenge, the asshole? I fucked your friend. Because it's happening, she's not singing about it. Because I think when an Indian girl moment comes to sing about it, I think a core part of her goes, "Mummy ko pata lag jayega." I'm not getting good music because of Mother India. It's the fault with guy artists also. There is no David Bowie or Michael Jackson from India. Best we have is Lucky Ali. दो song घोड़ों के साथ and they are like, बस हो गया. Never mind, I'll carry on. Where do we go from here? You haven't laughed throughout the show. Even then. He seems like one of those guys who just stares at a person. And after the show, he's like, "That was good." तो दिखाना भैंचोद अंदर. Some people are gay, what do we do about it? I feel like if the whole society is a school, C-section is gay. So A and B section are gonna leave them alone. I like Bharatiya gays are more flamboyant now. They used to be all subdued. They are all like, "Hello, I'm gay." I'm like, man, the fuck? Are you from the army, bro? You can't shake hands. I am also. I'm trying. Something goes in my asshole, but it's not a dick. They used to be all subdued. They used to come out to their friends and be like, "Bhai, सिर्फ तुझे बता रहा हूँ. पापा से पहले बताया है." Now they're all out there. It's nice to see. It's a new temperament almost. But that moment when they figure out they are gay, that must be, only they can have that moment. Straight people can't. So they must have that moment in their life where they're like, oh fuck, I'm gay. I'm just saying it must sound like that. There's no way that moment is like, damn, yes! I knew it! Sorted from here on. It has to be like, oh shit, I'm gay, oh fuck. I was chasing the wrong animal. Who will tell my ex I'm not even into her gender? Fuck man, gotta buy some bright color shirts. Some people figure out at 6-year-old, they look at men and they go, and they're waiting for other ones to go, And most of the time, the other guy was like, cricket khelna hai. That's why they've been touching behind scooter. Everyone has a gay experience in their life. If you're not inside the house all the time. My friend actually opened up to me about his sexuality. He's straight, he just opened up. He was like, I'm straight, bro. I'm like, man, why do I feel gay? Is this how you guys convert? Is the gay one sent it to you? But now it's easier for the gays one to figure out if they're gay or not. Like, if there's a new clinic. Yeah, you can walk in, they put a thermometer in your asshole. And if you don't shake, don't Google it. You're in Disneyland. No, my friend from college actually opened 2 drinks after college and he was sitting in front and he was like, Sumit, I'm gay, bro. And I was like, words were coming in my head, silence was better than them. How do you come up with a new conversation, new words directly? I had to make him feel comfortable. No, words were coming from, okay, take care. All the best. No, can't say that. How long will it last? No. I just kept looking at him, made the whole moment more gay. Like we both were in this together. So I don't know what to say. I'm like, can I, how can, you can touch me? I've not been a very giving person in society, as much as I can help. I just made the next drink as, here's your gay drink. People like to say nothing changes when your friend is gay. How can nothing change? He's gay. I'll at least change the phone contact, put a G somewhere. I see an LGBT meme, I know exactly who to send it to. I mean, nothing, fine, do what you like, but in my head, you guys do have a count. I'll be lying on bed, I'll be like, I know 4 of them. One of them in Singapore, international gay. Oddly similar to how in school I used to be like, I talked to 7 girls. Girls have gone away, gays have come in society. Nothing happened, I kept looking at him, he left. I had a distance with people just to like, I don't know. I used to call it spirituality, grew up, turned out to be issues. One of those spiritual people, I am detached. नहीं, तेरे को बात नहीं करनी आती. पहले attached तो हो जाओ, फिर detach होगा. He left. I couldn't help. I just butt checked him. Stronger than usual. It was just recent information connecting with that's where it was. I just saw my friend in a new light. Almost like somebody is telling me, a टूटी खोलो, पानी आता. last story of the night. And we'll burn the place together. I was walking on the road, which is now where, that's where I live. I asked a guy for a cigarette and he was like, "What's up, bro?" And I was like, "Man, you want a conversation also?" I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Where are you going?" It's a deep question. There is a cross ahead. I don't know which ones I'll turn. Currently, if you tell me left, I'll just go right just to keep the knee intact. I didn't say all of that. Just thought. I was like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Sumit." And he was like, "Oh, fuck, I'm also Sumit." I'm like, "Man, you're not in second standard, bro." How can you be excited at that level? I'm 40 years old. I need a very nuanced thing to get me excited. In fact, if you had told me your name was Sumit, for some reason I would have changed mine. Just to not have this dumb moment. You were like, "You want to come in the car?" I like tiny adventures. Even though the prequel was not good, I was like, "Go ahead." Trust people, I guess. I sat in the car, a little uncomfortable, trying to make it comfortable. And he was like, "Are you Punjabi, bro?" I'm like, "Man, wrong car." That is a wrong. You guys I avoid during daytime. You've been bothering me since childhood with all that lack of subtleties and balle balle. Crying about love in new Punjabi language. Granth padhte rehte ho, haven't lost your pride yet. Are you the Khalistani? I didn't say all of that. I was just like, got no traits of Punjabi, bro. Best I can tell you is two Sidhu Moosewala songs. That too took his death for me to know. I guess if more of you die, I will be more Punjabi. How can your cult have 10 lakh people? You don't get it? That's why I maintain distance. We kept going. He took it well. He was like, "Good one, bro." I think bisexual in society are really on the hunt. I never asked. He told me he's bisexual. What questions can I have for a bisexual guy? Girl, I still may have. I was making up for him. I was like, "Okay, are you 100% both? 15 days here and there? Is the moon involved?" You were like 100% both, bro. I don't buy it. Nothing is binding in life. How is your sexuality so exact? Part of me wanted to bring my own sister in the car and ask which one. Both are equally close. Let's figure out the 70% chromosome. We kept going. He wanted a blowback of the cigarettes. So I have lived alone most of my life, so I haven't done this kind of shit. This is the shit happens when you have friends and you're like, "Ab kya karna hai?" You know what I mean? And do you know what I mean? Sorry to point you out. Because some people are zoned out somewhere. They're thinking about their bisexual friends. Suddenly, what? He wanted a cigarette, so I took the cigarette. I blew it in his mouth. I was only afraid he will go. Gentleman bisexual. Kept me on the side. Made me feel comfortable to go back again. Got very high. You were like, "It's hitting me here, bro." Bro, I've been wasting all these exhales. Come anytime, bro. This feels like oddly satisfying the environment. comes out of your asshole. I kept going. He was like, do you want it? I'm like, no, I feel like giving today. He got very high. I was almost confused. Like, is this just the interest of the cigarette or sexuality has got to be like, it's hitting me here, man. Fuck, you're doing it very well. I got down to a place and then he was like, listen, bro. I'm like, yep. Can I blow you? I'm like, man, chod. That's why I live in my head. I can make better conversations in my head than the experience of the reality outside. Things will either get down to boredom when you meet or sexual. Sometimes both. Go ahead though. Too deep in this to say no. He didn't blink an eye, he went down. Put my pants down. I could not look down. Probably the only time my pants have been pulled off by somebody else and I'm not looking. I was looking around. Anybody watches, it'll be hard for me to ungay myself. This looks like an open and shut case. Nobody's going to be like, no, the first one is helping. He went down, he kept going. I was feeling not good, not comfortable. I was under duress. He kept down, and first of all, I didn't know what to do with my hands. He got no boobs. Where do I? If ever I miss the fat Punjabis. I kept down and he started sucking it, and mine did not get hard. Did not stop him from enjoying even 1% less. That guy was sucking a softie like that. I was so perplexed. I was like, you don't even want me to be in it at any level. You just like the object for what it is. At some level, I was almost like seeing their rights at a close distance. This is what you want in the Constitution. It was almost like, even I am conservative. There are other issues, man. Like there are Dalits and all. You can do this on the road. And he kept going, and I was feeling all kind of shit. Ki Sumit, kya kar raha hai? Bhain chod, this is not how you use your freedom. You know, you left the whole world, live on your own, but what are you doing? And then I blame it on the parents. They didn't raise me right, this is the best I can do. I justify, you gotta fuck up to do all that. But he kept going. But there was no point I was even like comfortable enough to even tell him. Ki bas hoye. You know, my body, my choice. I did it in such a feminine way. I was like, that's it. Thank you. I thank you. Motherfucker still high. Got back in the car, sexual tension in the car. He was like, oh man, do you know a spot, bro? I'm like, I know, I'm not telling you. I'm not doing this as a plan. It had to happen how it happened. Such high-level anxiety situation, I start singing. It's like there's nothing left. I was just like, today I find out I'm not gay. 2 people in the car, one of them gay. Number of gays in Delhi yesterday, same today. He did not join, kept going. Whoa, I got down 50 meters away from the house. I don't want him to tell the location. I don't know how far his passion goes. Shows up next week outside my house. Bro, this guy is gay on Wednesdays. He's straight, but he can help you. I just got off 50 meters away from the house and I got looked down to myself. I was like, Sumit, Pancho, do something else for stand-up material. You're a decent writer, bro. What are you getting sucked by strangers on the road? I kept walking. After a while, I was like, I like my fucked upness. The whole world is fucked up. I feel like I'm part of it. Did not even wash his saliva. I kept it. Lied on my bed, looked at my own dick. I was like, Pancho. Like, still only a Sumit has touched it. Good night, don't die.
I'm crying, you have to see more of me. Wasn't that enough? When will I end? Oh my god. Isn't it strange that crying and smile are very, very close? Now, I identified myself as a female. Now, during this time, I identified, yeah, that's how I sound. I do. And this here is to bother the fuck out of you. It's the new world's map. Why make such a big world when you can travel all of it in one lifetime? Should make a small world more particular to everyone involved. Although I hardly believe in everyone. My God, what kind of a person believes in everyone? Hellish, holy shit. That's called blindness. Now, I identified myself as a case of unearned wisdom. Look it up if you don't know. At one point, I also didn't know. And I did not look it up like an idiot. I just asked one more person. And that sorted it out. And yeah, then, where you think you have done everything, where you are kind of intellectual about stuff, but you haven't lived it. Or something like, I haven't talked real with anyone. Or maybe something like using the word casually without realizing the meaning of the words. Maybe something on these lines. It's always a little blurry when it comes to the clarity of it, but certainly was the case. So I had a complete fall down that I can't say anything, given I didn't even have wisdom. How come I felt like the unearned of it? You know what I mean? But there is some little case like that. This is the part where words are kind of limited. But that's why going through realization is tricky. Because the whole time you're also feeling, is this even real? The realization that I'm having. It's fucking crazy. Like, I've gone through it clearly. But like, you get blocked though in the world if you're going through. You'll probably hear all this again. Like, you do get stuck. Like, a certain level is not going up. So that kind of tells you the realization is real. Was the realization about being unearned wisdom? Sort of. That's one of it. So you can't lie to it. And then you have to get around to it somehow. बाकी सब बढ़िया भाई.